Hi, and welcome back to day 3 of statistics. Today we are talking about measures of central tendency for group data. We have a few more vocabulary words to look at. We have what we call cumulative frequency, which is the sum of all the frequencies less than or equal to a given frequency. And then we have percentiles, which is a number that tells us what percent of the total number of data values lie at or below a given measure. And then we have what we call a midpoint. And we will use these when our data is grouped in an interval so we can properly evaluate the data. And I'll show you what that means. So in example 1, the numbers of pets owned by the children in the 6th grade class are given in the table. Find the mean, median, and the mode for this given set, and then find the percentile rank of 4 pets. So, in order to find the mean, we do need to put this into the calculator. But I'm going to show you how to deal with cumulative frequency first. So, basically what I'm going to do today is show you what the calculator is doing for you. I need to kind of add to our blocks here, our table, and this is x sub I, and this is f sub I. X is our number, and f is our frequency. So what we need to do is multiply x sub I times f sub I. Sorry about that. And I'm just going to multiply straight across. And 6 times 2 is 12. And then 1 times 5 is 5. 4 times 3 is 12. 3 times 5 is 15. 2 times 8 is 16. 1 times 14 is 14. And 0 times 1 is 0. The next column I'm going to have over here, I'm going to label C, and this is the cumulative frequency. Cumulative frequency means you're just going to start with the smallest value, okay? And in this chart, the number of pets, the smallest number of pets is 0, so we're going to start there. And we had 7 people, because our frequency is 7, so we did 7 people who have 0 pets. To that, we're going to add the 14 people that had 1 pet, so we have 21. And then to that, we add the 8, so we will get 29. To that, we add 5, which gives us 34. Add 3, which gives us 37. Add 1, which gives us 38. And add 2, which gives us 40. Now, to make sure that my cumulative frequency is correct, if they haven't told me how many people are in the table, what I would just do is go through and double check and add my frequency column, and that should total up to 40. And it will, if we look that up and add that up. Now I'm going to add up the x times f, x sub I times f sub I. So when I add up all those values, I end up with 74. Okay? So in order to find the mean, without just throwing the data in the calculator, if I ever needed to do this without the calculator and just the table, I could. So the mean is equal to the sum of x sub I times f sub I divided by the sum of f sub I. So this column here, where we add it all up, is 74 divided by The cumulative frequency, which is what this means, the sum of all those is 40, and 74 divided by 40 is 1.85. The median is our middle piece of data. And in this case, to find the median, we have to find where the middle piece of data lies. So we need to find, since we have 40 pieces of data, the 20th and 21st piece of data. And then take the average. So where I'm going to go for this is my cumulative frequency. That's why it's nice to have this one all done. I'm going to start always with the bottom, and I need to figure out where my 20th piece of data is. Well, here is 1 through 7. If I were to make tally marks instead of frequency marks, I'd have 7 marks. And then I'm going to add 14 more to them. So my 20th and my 21st pieces of data are both going to be in this range. So since my 20th and my 21st piece of data are with the number of pets being 1, my median is 1 pet. So if I were to take all these values and list them out, I have 7 zeros, 14 ones, 8 2s, 5 3s, 3 4s, 1 5, and 2 6s. If I were to list those all the way across the page and count them out like we did the other day, my 20th and 21st piece of data would fall right here. Okay, the next thing we have to find is the mode. The mode, remember, is what occurs most often. Mode and most sound the same. So to find the mode, I need to go to the frequency, not the cumulative frequency, but the regular frequency column, and see which one appears the most often. Well, 14 is the most often, so the mode is 1. Find the percentile rank of 4 pets. Well, let's see here, the percentile rate for pets. We have 3 people that have 4 pets out of, let's see, yep, 3 people out of 40 people. So my percentile is 3 divided by 40. And then we'll just have to take that and multiply it by 100. So 3 divided by 40 is 0.075, and then we're just going to multiply by 100. So my percentile rank of 4 pets is 7.5% of the people have 4 pets. Okay, for the next page, we have a local business made a summary of the ages of 45 employees shown below. Okay, there's 45 employees. Find the mean and median age of the employees in the nearest integer. So we're finding the mean, and we're going to find the median. Okay, what I've done is I've listed your data in a table format going left to right, and then another table format going up and down, columns form. So when I look at my data here, what I need to do is find the midpoint of each of these, because this is a range. Anytime we have a range, we have to find the midpoint of that data. So halfway between 60 and 64 is 62. Halfway between 55 and 59, is 57. Halfway between 50 and 54 is 52. And then halfway between 45 and 49 is 47. If you can see the pattern here. So 42, 37, 32, 27, and then again 22. Okay? Now, my frequency, all I'm doing is copying them over from this chart and putting them here. So this is 2, 5, 7, 10, 7, 6, 5, 2, and 1. And now I'm just going to multiply those two columns together, and I will get 124 and 285, and then 364, and then 470, 294, 222, 160, 54, and 22. One thing I want to make sure that I do is I have 45 employees. I would like to add my frequencies to make sure they're equal 45. So 2 and 5 is 7, 7 is 14, and 20 is 24. 24 and 7 is 31, 31 and 6 is 37, 37 and 5 is 42, plus 2 is 44, plus 1 is 45. So that adds up to 45, and that's what we need to do. The next thing I'm going to do is add this column up. I'm going to use my calculator to do that. I'm not sure I already did that. So it's 1995, I'm going to add that up. And then cumulative frequency. Always start with the lowest frequency and add as you get to the high, or sorry, not the lowest frequency, but the lowest age in the group, and always go up to your highest. So it's 1, plus 2 is 3, plus 5 is 8, plus 6 is 14, 14 plus 7 is 21, 21 and 10 is 31, 31 and 7 is 38, 38 and 5 is 43, 43 and 2 is 45, which is good, because again we need this, match this, to match this. So everything in our charts is working out. Okay, we need to find the mean. In order to find the mean, we have to do 1995 divided by 45, which is equal to 44.33333. Okay, so we keep on going. And the nearest integer, they told us, so that means we would round to 44 as the average age. And then they asked us to find the median. The median is where the middle of the data lies. If I have 45 pieces of data, that means I need to have the 23rd piece of data. So if I go over to my cumulative frequency chart, here I have 1, and then I'm up to 3, now I'm up to 8, now I'm up to 14, now I'm up to 21. I have 21, 22, 23. The 23rd piece of data, it lies between 40 and 44. Double check. Yep. Oh, I'm sorry, this is 21. 22, 23, 24, 25 is up here. Oh, finally. 45 to 49 each group. So 21, and then we jump up to here. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. All those pieces of data go from here to here because I've got 10 more pieces of data that I'm adding. I stopped at the 21st piece of data, so the 23rd piece of data has to be in the next group, which is 45 to the 49-year-old group. Now the only thing that I really didn't do is talk to you about the calculator, and you enter everything the same way we did yesterday. You just need to get into your stat list, edit. You're going to stat, and then you're going to clear your list, and then you're going to edit your list, and then this would be L1, and this would be L2. And you put your information in, and then you'll find the mean, so it will calculate the mean for you, and it will also calculate the median for you, so you can double check where it might be. Okay, so back here on the table we did earlier today, again, this is L1 and this is L2. I just kind of wanted to see where the numbers were coming from and why you were getting the answers you were getting, so you could kind of see how things would make sense. So if you get an answer that's totally wrong, you can double check it by this method. Alright, not really much more to this than what we got here. So tomorrow we have a new set of topics that we're going to talk about. Have a good night. Thanks.